Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
Russia has announced a 72-hour ceasefire in Ukraine to mark World War II Victory Day. That, of course, starts on May 8th. So kill each other for another, 10 days, and then you guys knock it off, all right? It will be a 3-day ceasefire. They're trying to make the argument that they're ready to have this kind of conversation about ceasefires and stopping. Donald Trump is growing increasingly bored with this. It is becoming very, very clear. And I think it's obvious that Ukraine is going to have to give up Crimea. And Donald Trump is now saying that out loud. It's not just something that people are saying, yeah, we all know this. Now Donald Trump is saying it. Crimea is going to be Russia's. We all know that. The question is, how long does it take Ukraine to accept that? And how many more kids are they going to feed into the meat grinder while we risk World War III to make sure that that doesn't happen? Because it's happening.
Number 6.
Beto O'Rourke will be joining Democrats in Tuscaloosa. I don't know why now it gets an accent, but the University of Alabama College Democrats have announced an appearance by Beto O'Rourke, a Democrat former congressman who ran for governor in the United States Senate in Texas. That means he lost those races, by the way, just FYI. And he got stopped in both those races. He is scheduled to speak at the Tide Against Trump rally that will be taking place not on campus, but at some park in Tuscaloosa. They're getting them, guys. They're really getting them. So, yeah, that will be a great speech, I'm sure. While Trump is coming to Alabama to divide and demean, we are bringing people together to fight for our neighbors, our freedoms, our democracy, and our future. Sent a Facebook invitation to a University of Alabama alumni. We invite Americans of all backgrounds to join us in uniting, protesting Trump's dangerous actions, and proving that the power of the people is bigger than the power of any president. Okay, guys.
Number 5.
The White House, I think, scored a pretty big victory yesterday, having our friends in the media act ridiculous because they put some pictures out on the White House lawn that showed illegal immigrants who had committed crimes and how they've been arrested and deported. Well, they had a spokesperson from Vote Latino on, and that spokesperson on MSNBC demanded that the network censor the images. And they did. They actually did. They censored the images, just like they censored the tattoos on Abrego Kilmar Garcia. Sorry, Kilmar Abrego Garcia. They censored his MS-13 tattoos. I guess Democrats think dealing with illegal immigration and immigrant crime is worse than, illegal immigration and immigrant crime. The real problem is showing people who's doing this and the people getting arrested. The bad guys? We're mad about the bad guys getting shown?
Number 4.
Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth, Attorney General Steve Marshall, and former U.S. Representative Mo Brooks are just some of the candidates for United States Senate if Tommy Tuberville decides to run for governor. Yes, you heard me right. Mo Brooks. Mo, I know you listen to the program. I consider us friends. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to tell you, please don't. Okay, that is my response to that. As much as I would love to have Mo Brooks as the United States Senator, I think he would do a great job. I just do not think it is in the cards. And I don't know how serious he's being here. We're going to find out when we talk to him later this week. But he said possible, but unlikely when asked about this. I love politicians sometimes. I love it. Just leave that door open just in case. A little crack on that. Please don't. Please don't.
Number 3.
Spending cuts are hitting Alabama as the Department of Government Efficiency targets AmeriCorps. Ooh, they targeted them. Ooh, scary. They targeted AmeriCorps. Much to the chagrin of U.S. Representative Terry Sewell, the University of Alabama at Birmingham is also facing some issues because they had scholarships that specifically went to African American students. So they have now canceled those, fearing reprisals from Donald Trump. You mean because they weren't following the rules? I mean, that's how AL.com writes the article. UAB fears Trump reprisals, kills scholarship for black medical students. I mean, yeah, they fear the reprisals. You mean they have to follow the law. And if they don't follow the law, they'll have some issues. Yeah, I agree with that. That's exactly what should happen. Okay, cool. Well done, guys. You did it.
Number 2.
President Donald Trump's first 100 days in office are here, and I think there's some pretty interesting numbers out there. I'll give them to you real quick. 142 executive orders. Over 100 Biden executive orders reversed. 5 bills signed into law. 200 lawsuits against them. 39 pardons plus 100 of January 6th defendants pardoned. Tens of thousands of federal layoffs. 7,000 border crossings in March. Average tariffs of 28% and inflation at 2.4%. Now, all those numbers are all pretty good, in all honesty. If I looked at the negative there, I would see what? What's the negative one? The tariffs, if you want to say that. But his approval rating is 42% because everything he did was treated as if it was letting off a nuclear bomb in the middle of Manhattan. The media has effectively slandered this president into negative approval ratings again.
Now, time for the number one thing you'll be talking about today.
And that's the truth. I mean, I'm sorry if you don't agree with that. I can't really help you think for yourself. If you think Donald Trump is not delivering on his promises, I'm sorry. He absolutely is. Everything he's doing is what he said he was going to do. And it's why the Alabama congressional delegation has high marks and kind words for President Donald Trump. As Dale Strong wrote, in 100 days, the president has secured the border, cut waste, fraud, and abuse, brought back manufacturing jobs, and restored common sense. All true. 100% true. Gary Palmer, who we'll talk to later, border security is national security, 99.9%. Listen to that number again. 99.9% of illegal border crossing attempts have been stopped under the Trump administration. Yet he has negative approval ratings on immigration. I want you to think about that and look at what the media has done in that situation. Okay? That's all you need to know about these poll numbers. Yes, I think they're real. Yes, I think the media is unfair. Yes, I think they are also successful in how they shape the news media cycle and how they weaponize it. Katie Britt, 213 votes in the Senate's first 100 days, the highest total in decades. Senate GOP is not just making promises, we're delivering results by advancing President Trump's bold agenda and getting to work for the American people. So there we go. She's also talking about confirmations and things of that nature as well. So high marks and high praise from the congressional delegation. And I think he deserves it. We're going to do our ratings of this on Friday. What's your rating after 100 days? We'll get to that on Friday. It's going to be our $50 free-for-all Friday question of the day. So keep your powder dry on that one. But I think he's done a pretty good job overall. I think he's done a pretty good job. I'm going to give you mine now. I give him a B-. My biggest problem with Donald Trump is the same thing it's always been. It's him. I mean, that's it. That's my problem. If he would just do these things and go away, sit in his White House and accomplish these things, I think he'd be much better off. But my biggest problem is him. But we'll talk more about that later on in the week. So keep your radio locked right here, folks. We got a lot coming up today, so stay tuned. Gary Palmer later this hour. College Democrats in the next hour. Yaffe joins us as well. Emily's here. Bugsy, too. Just so much happening. Stay tuned.
Get WVNN's Dale Jackson's 7 Things You Should Be Talking About Today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.